And welcome everyone. Welcome back. Grand Tactician, the Civil War. This is the War of Northern Aggression, a campaign that we started with the ground rules that the Confederate States play defense through the static defense strategy that was actually a plan of Jeff Davis in the beginning, was to stay on the static defense. Even though other generals tried to talk to him into invading, even an invasion into take Pittsburgh and up to the Great Lakes. There were several different plans to invade the North until later in the war, General Robert E. Lee decided to invade into Maryland and then again into Pennsylvania. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Hi, Ashley. F.A., I seen you in the chat as well. Greetings, everyone. I hope you had a good weekend. I had a very busy weekend. Did not do a lot of gaming. Did not do a lot of recording, unfortunately. But I have a few days here. I'm going to try to knock out some content, hopefully, and hopefully get some more videos up. Live stream today. We will do Crusader Kings 3 tonight for any of those that are up. I am Eastern Standard Time. Sunflex Raven, FA, welcome, welcome. Well prepared for another night shift? Yep, absolutely. Can I send you a little flag I made? Anyways, absolutely. Let's, since the last stream, as soon as we ended the last stream, I noticed that they had released the development patch for 105. So why don't we go over the new changes in 105? Patch notes. Okay, in the patch notes, patch 105, main changes, battle AI improvements, including deployment and defensive behavior, further game options to decrease and increase the number of 3D models shown per unit, and optional VSync. Hey, what's up, TS Hope? How are you? Oh, that is unfortunate. I've been planning on, I need to timestamp these streams a little bit better. The first two streams I timestamped, so hopefully I'll get around to that today a little bit, doing some timestamps. I know everyone's been asking about a Discord, that's in the works. I just want to set up the Discord properly. I have a Discord actually, but I just haven't, it doesn't have any ground rules or anything like that. I want to look into more about how to properly set up a Discord. Army and fleet management improvements, including shipyard capacity, quick construction of ships, reinforcement options for units and armies, detaching a corps from an army, creation of an independent corps after military 2 policy, ability to change uniform and color. So these changes right here, the Army and fleet management improvements, are greatly appreciated by the developers. Fixed fame system, which is another popular improvement, including redeeming lost fame through time or battle honors and positive morale effects from famous commanders. Supply depots can be abandoned by the player and the AI. Commander and unit histories are updating during the campaign, which is kind of cool role-playing feature. Lock map rotation only applies to mouse rotation, not hotkeys. Bug fixes and balance improvements. So even though they have admitted that the 105 changes is a smaller patch, I think that it's going to be one of the more popular patches in the game thus far. All right, why don't we get back to the campaign itself? Actually, I wonder the 3D unit. To be fair, the best change of this update was the display. Are you talking about the top bar display? Yes, your lads will get their new uniforms. Yeah, so if there's I know we gotta change the swamp dog uniforms. Where's the options for the VSync? When activated, VSync reduces tearing effects and makes the shown frame smoother though FPS will slow down. I'm not sure if I want that on or not. Downsizing units in large battles. Automatically reduce the number of models and units in larger battles. Use this option if you have performance problems or memory issues. Number of models in battle. Oh, it's a high-low setting. Let's see. We can test the performance of my machine. There have been larger battles have been sometimes slower for me, so maybe. I feel for streaming I should keep the VSync off. Alright, let's get back to the campaign. All red if possible. No, it does not look like you can upgrade shipyards yet. Not manually, though. All right, so August 1st, 1862, where we left off. There wasn't a whole lot of fighting going on. There was the Union amphibious invasion of North Carolina that we were able to throw back into the sea. And again, our arch nemesis McClellan was the commander of that. The Union blockade extending to Jacksonville, although not thoroughly effective, they have some 100% efficiencies on some of our major ports. And we were trying to get a fleet going that might be able to disrupt the blockade. So with the detached army corps, which is kind of nice. Now you can even have more of a army headquarters and in different regions, and then just create independent corps around them and transfer them, detach them, move them to other areas of need. I did notice and I'm getting ready to release the another episode in the other Confederate Let's Play that will show, and we'll probably go over it here. He refused to, yes, Sunflex, he refused to command the von Bork's Germans. But when you you can, if you have a corps that you detach out of range of the army headquarters, in certain situations, that will help their order delay greatly. So there'll be times where you want to detach a corps just to get the benefit of a reduced order delay. The trade-off being that they are less likely to come to the aid in a battle. It's kind of a stalemate out west right now. There's this Union Army of the West of about 2,000 men. We did have an army headed to Dallas, and we can use this 10th Corps to maybe drive the Federals out of the Indian Territory. And then in Missouri, it's just a game of chicken right now between the Western Army and this Army of Missouri in southwest Missouri. The strategic situation: national morale for the Union 75, 100 for the Confederate States. We have actually fielded more men at the moment than the Union, so we are trying to restrict ourselves from doing any more military policies. We are currently researching. We started Militia Act 3 before we went ahead, and I think through battles we have reduced the Union manpower. So we're gonna jump ahead here in manpower. Right now, the area of most urgency is probably here in eastern Kentucky with this corps of about 24,000 men, the Army of Pennsylvania, and Longstreet's corps with the aid of Stand Waite's Southern Cavalry Reserve, the Army of Kentucky, looks to try to cut them off in eastern Kentucky. No worries about the English grammar. We did create this Swamp Dog division, and you can see on the Army Management screen the new buttons for Independent Corps, Detach Independent Units. There's the new Reinforced by Volunteers and Draftees, the preferred method, and Replenish Units. Send this unit to a furlough in its home state to recuperate and recruit. During this time, the unit will not be available for battles, but it will receive reinforcements faster. That's going to be an interesting mechanic. So you might actually, in situations like that, you may actually want to detach those units, send them to interior corps units to replenish. The Swamp Dog uniforms are green and brown, so we're going to change the uniforms. So now they have the option here with this paintbrush. You can go in and change the uniforms. Olive green. We can use the olive green. Ooh, sharpshooter trousers. There's this other darker green. Those are gaudy uniforms. I love some of these uniforms we have. Oh, what happened? Oh, see it. Okay, there we go. Alongside battle honor for will. Ah, I like it. All right, new uniforms for the swamp dogs. All right, and anyone else, anyone new to the stream, welcome. And again, one more time, the ground rules of this campaign: no invasion of the North except in the neutral states of Missouri, Kentucky, Maryland, Delaware, Indian territories, fair game, as well as a static defensive strategy. We are trying to curb our manpower, but even in our attempts to do that, we have managed to actually field slightly more men than the Union. So to the tyrants, so for the tyrants. All right. Ashley, what was your unit again? I have it written down somewhere. We can change the uniforms there. Oh, Ultima ratio. I can't remember. Now I can't remember where all these units are. This artillery reserve under Beauregard. We can do British red or Zouave red. Let's do the darker red. Alright, so Ultima ratio gets their uniform upgraded. Where are the Germans, the von Bork Germans? Under Garnett. Oh, they're there. And there you go. They get their Lorentz rifle. Confederate refused to use Yankee weapons. Well, they have the luxury in this campaign, as our weapons industry is 9.5 to the Union 8.3. I think it's safe to detach. We are building a depot here. I think we can detach one of these guys in the Atlantic Army. Well, the Atlantic Engineer. So here now we can detach our engineering units. Well, I guess it also doesn't hurt to have them attached either. Although the trade-off here is a detached corps might, their order delay in certain situations will be better. So Atlantic Engineers are just doing engineering duty, but if battle were to arrive, they're not even within the range, so. So we have 2 corps under Breckinridge and the Army of the Atlantic. I think we can detach Anderson to go elsewhere. So we can detach the 9th Corps. Because, you know, we can use the experience of the swamp dogs and the swamp rats. Or we can detach Stribling. Stribling's got a few more men. So we'll leave the swamp division and that corps as the defenders of the Carolinas for now. And I feel secure in Virginia. We've got Magruder, and now we can also send... Let's send Stribling to Chattanooga, and from Chattanooga, he can be used either in Kentucky... Magruder's already on his way to the Cumberland Gap. Like an options not to use captured weapons. If there was a fort, I remember I need a... Yeah, Fort Gregg garrison. They need a... Well, they could put a small garrison there. Henry McCulloch from Texas. Actually, let's save him for a different command. Hey Randall, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. You haven't missed much of anything. We went over the 105 patch notes. All right, so small garrison set up at Fort Gregg. We have Longstreet arriving to support the cavalry. Johnston moving. We want to actually get Magruder in range to reinforce our attack on that first corps. So I think Stan Waite needs to try to. He'll keep scouting ahead, make sure, and see if we can't get in behind and maybe cut off some of the supplies going to First Corps. I don't see a depot over there, although they have control of London, Kentucky, so they might be drawing supplies from the river and possibly even London, Kentucky. Actually, Longstreet's not drawing supplies. They're unhappy? Why is there unhappy officers in Longstreet's corps? I wish the unit histories were working already. So that was another 105 change. Current threat would be Eastern Kentucky. We repulsed the amphibious invasion of North Carolina, so that's pretty secure. Polk's Brigade. I attached new brigades to these divisions too, huh? Well, I think these were brigades that were training in recruitment centers. So looking at everything else, there's the corps here in Western Kentucky too. So that's where maybe Stribling's corps can help out. We'll see after we fire this one up again, which we're about to do. We'll see what the new Union campaign will be. So far, it looks like they've moved into Eastern Kentucky. No movement reported by that first corps as we head into the night of the 2nd. So August 3rd now, early morning, August 3rd. There's another... Let's see if we can get the... Oh, we did lose ships. They have... We'd like to scout up near Covington, but I think we sent a... We had sent a reconnaissance naval force that got destroyed. Drink some shine, get to spitting distance, and give them buck and ball. All right, there we go. Army of the Ohio. 5,000 men, 15 guns, so... That's probably their army headquarters. Is there another corps, though? We've cut off their communications, though. They're still getting telegraph from Louisville. We probably need to build a depot here. All right, let's keep going with August 3rd. So that first corps so far is just sitting tight. We're also waiting on Magruder. Oh, why? Okay, they're using the mountain roads, though. All right, Stribling did not receive the orders to go to Chattanooga. All right, so they're on the move now. Magruder taking the long way through the mountain. Did not go through the valley for some reason. So August 5th, let's take a look at other sectors. So right now our shipyard utilization 3.25 or 2,000, 3.2 thousand of 50,000 capacity. Oh, Isaac Brown's readiness is in the red or orange. So we'll wait until their readiness gets better. They're not getting any provisions either. I wonder if that has, I wonder if they just haven't gotten the provisions yet, or the blockade has any effect on that. We're repairing the fort too on the coast. And Northern Virginia, not a lot of movement. Let's see, they have 37,000 men, actually 43,000 men around Washington. It looks like they're building some more corps too in the Washington area. We have stripped a lot of men off of the Army of Virginia, only 36,000 men right now. There are some reinforcements in, you have the 8th Corps, about 19,000 men in the valley. We should try to retake Beverly. So that's what we'll do with Hawes's Army of the Valleys. I think we'll just go through Stanton. I'm going to read, this is not the Army of Trans-Mississippi anymore. They are Engineer Corps number 2. We're actually we're gonna attach him. We're gonna attach Little right now to the Army of the Valley just as extra. Beef up the east. Well, pull men from the east to help with the coastal defense and now the defense of Kentucky. So why don't we transfer Little's engineers here? We also have this army, this Johnston's training a new force in Richmond, so we can use that to reinforce Virginia as well. So we'll move Porterfield and his 8th Corps to Stanton, and we have a depot here, so he will get his readiness ready, and then we'll try to see if there's anything at Beverly anymore. I think there was a Union Corps there. Army of Texas at Dallas now, finally arriving. They're still recruiting men, so we'll wait until the 10th Corps is fully recruited. And we might strike into Indian territory then. So right now, just waiting on Magruder to get to Cumberland Gap, and then we can use Longstreet and Magruder to strike at that 1st Corps. So moving on through August 5th to August 6th. Not seeing a lot of movement by the Union forces, though, as they have decided to allow the Confederates to go on the initiative. Yeah, Magruder taking his time, taking the roads instead of trying to get on rail. Stribling's gonna get to Chattanooga before Magruder can get to the Cumberland Gap. He'll take rail here. Huh? Why is he not using the rails? He wasted a half a month to get to Cumberland Gap. Also, in one of the graphical changes on the 105 patch, the garrison flags are smaller than the army flags. Isaac Brown's still not getting provisions. Do we need to build a depot there? We'll wait until depot's constructed here at Wilmington. We'll send someone over to build a depot at Port Royal. Actually, we could probably send Price there. We have Bragg with 5,000 men doing some engineering construction. Oh, we have the Atlantic engineers over here. They are not... Okay, they're building a fort at Raleigh. So the Atlantic engineers will go down to Port Royal and build a depot there. Let's move Johnston to Somerset. With Longstreet. Magruder will advance to London. All right, so Magruder at least quick through the gap. And hopefully, yep, he takes that depot. All right, so now Magruder and Longstreet are within Johnston's headquarter range. So now we should be able to attack. Although supplies are getting a little sketchy here as they are finishing the depot at Harrodsburg. Although the condition is good. Let's see, 25,000 men. So it looks like it's still only about 25,000 men. All right, we're gonna strike with Longstreet. So August 14th. Lincoln meeting black leaders. Want to attack with Longstreet and then Magruder in support. Yeah, they're not throwing themselves against the defensive positions. Yeah, forts are definitely a deterrent. All right, so there is a Union Corps here, 28,000 men in West Virginia. But they're stuck, yeah, but they've halted. All right, Longstreet, another day. All right, battle is engaged. Oh, U.S. Grant is the Army commander here. They only have 7 guns. Now, Southern Cavalry is 23 hours away. Wow. I thought they'd be a little bit closer. So 18, we should definitely be able to whoop U.S. Grant here in this battle. They have caught themselves deep in eastern Kentucky. Confederacy fields 54,000 men. Union 25,000. Although part of that 54,000 is the large cavalry reserve that is a day away. Our scouts report the enemy is near Kentucky River Bridge. Kentucky, and our army is to prepare for battle. We are facing 1st Corps under command of U.S. Grant with a strength of 25,000 men. The enemy army is green, and their morale is reported to be determined. Reports indicate their supply situation is outstanding. I wonder if we could have just... wonder if we would have just sat on top of them and not attacked if their condition would have worsened. Surprised the Union AI doesn't seem to be building a lot of guns, though, in this campaign. Division commanders Gordon, Curtis, and Benham. Thomas, Hayes, Canby, Davis. Heinzelman, Indiana Brigade. Morrill, Stedman. Pope is the 1st Cavalry Brigade commander. Yeah, their conditions are 99, so not that bad. Fighting spirit in the 997 readiness, so these guys have some fight in them. Our fighting spirit is 72, training 39. What's the training on the Union? Training is 22, so slightly better trained. Army of Kentucky, the best army. 4th Corps, best division. Sharp. I still haven't fixed the sharpshooters. The SARP shooters. Training is 65. The SARP shooters and the coffee division. I think Mr. Coffee is not here on the stream today. Maybe a little bit later. So the objectives... just the one, Perryville, is the objective. So right now it's an even fight. Our reinforcements, Magruder, approximately 2 hours. Stanway, 22 hours. So more of an even fight than what on paper would suggest. Although Magruder will give us about 10,000 more men. I guess we'll move forward, scout out the enemy position, and then make a determination of how we want to attack it from there. We can use both roads. There's no good northern road that goes east to west. There's this path, though, across Chaplin River. could use the paths around here to get to the Lebanon Pike and come from this. They all lead to one point, though, and that's Perryville. But we could try to get to Lebanon Pike, and then if we want to cross south of Perrysville, we could do that. I think we will do that. We'll send Barksdale to the south to march down the Lebanon Pike. And as we scout out Perrysville, we'll see if maybe Barksdale will cross south of Perrysville and outflank them and get across the river. All right, so we'll send Van Dorn ahead. We got the sharpshooters. Yeah, there's only one Union objective. That is Perrysville. We'll move Barksdale down the Lebanon Pike. I don't think they're going to get lured in. The AI doesn't seem to do that as much. They have the advantage of being on the defensive and have a minor defeat. So the only way we can get victory points is by capturing the objective or inflicting casualties on the, because their victory point score is going to keep ticking up because they hold the objective. So if we try to sit and try to lure him in, we could try, but that would be a mistake. Should have detached Barksdale. We'll scout out. It looks like I see some entrenchments. I probably should actually have Parsons artillery. I mean, we could just, if they are across the river on the east bank, we could just put our artillery on the sides. There's Perrysville is on the river, surrounded by high ground. You can see they've dug in. Oh, I like the defensive works. So they've dug in on the high ground. So the 105 patch was supposed to address some AI defensive mechanics. So I like their fortification. Unfortunately, they only have the one battery. If they had more artillery, this could be a tough battle. Whoops. I accidentally ordered it. I accidentally ordered the entire army to move out. Trying to halt them now. Right, halt. And Magruder actually should be coming from... he's coming from the southwest. But Magruder has arrived, so we can... They are... Well, these bridge crossings are not covered, so we could cross south of the river and get behind and flank their entrenchments. Yeah, it looks like we will be able to. So and now we'll have Magruder as... Magruder can come in from the south as well. All right, let's just order all our divisions where we want them. Parsons, we could probably put Parsons over here and set them up west of the river. Order Sibley north of the river and threaten the rear with a cavalry brigade. All right, Claiborne arriving in the front. Let's get his artillery in position. Yeah, we'll do counter battery fire. Alright, so we are... It's taken all day, but we are basically in position. Wow, there's no good crossing except for Perryville. In front of Perrysville. Let's order Barksdale to cross. We'll move LZ's battery over here to the right, to our right. Why not moving to his right flank with your main force instead of moving them right towards Perryville? Longer march. There's no good roads. The roads situation to the south is a little bit better. That's not, yeah, I'm not saying that's not a bad idea. Although I could detach McClaws. You'd still, they would probably still defend the Crawford crossing. They're not defending the southern crossings. I want to set up this artillery battery across the river. We'll order Magruder across. We could use the sharpshooters maybe to threaten their right flank. Three days of artillery bombardment only. We could try. Oh my gosh, what? I don't know if this is something. I just ordered the entire. So I don't know exactly what just happened, but the entire army is trying to cross Perrysville. That's not at all. All right. All right, stop. So I was clicking on the batteries to move the batteries here, and the entire army just is marching across Perrysville. Halt your damn corps, Longstreet. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Well, we'll make things less boring just by this. Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. Great. Really great. Jesus Christ. All right. Some of the units finally stopped. Oh no, they're still moving. Well, Barksdale's division is tired. All right, so Johnston trying to throw everything across the river. So I swear I was ordering the artillery into position west of the river. I did not think I had Johnston queued up, and the entire army just started marching across Perrysville. Yeah, yep. Lane whipped. Lane, yep, nice. Really great. Only 203 losses, but still. Yeah. Yes. They tried their tank tactics. I guess we can have some skirmishers from the sharpshooters. Oh, no, this is Jones' brigade. Parson just sacrificing his entire artillery reserve. All right, well, why don't we push forward with Barksdale? Guess we can call it Zonkofer stopped. Not before Parsons loses half his reserve artillery. Always be careful who you have queued up. I guess that's the lesson here. I swear to God, I didn't have... Oh, George James is wounded. Although Canty's got some nice close range fire. Elsie's not even firing though. Oh, they have more guns. They actually have more guns than our reports indicated. And now Canty's getting tore up. Alright, we've lost 429 men to their 250. Trying to get infantry to support the aggressive artillery tactics. So a late night or a late evening assault across the river at Perrysville. And we are driving some of their units away. Casualties are almost evened up now. Barksdale is taking a while. I know their units are tired. Now he's on the move. Oh yeah, that's what it. Okay, they took our guns. That's right. Thanks, Ashley. How soon I forget about us giving them guns. We wanted to make it more of an even fight, so we decided the Union needed more heavy artillery. Jones got some of the guns back. Parsons is demoralized. Well, that goes without saying. Let's see if Sibley can't take these guns, though. So we got a lot of fire across the river. If Barksdale can get to that flank, we'll roll them up. We've inflicted more, though. We've take the advantage in casualties. Although John Jones might need to fall back. Oh, that's the artillery that he captured. Yeah, I was sending Sibley to take that battery. They are sending infantry. So nice. I like to see the AI. They went to defend their artillery. So I need to pull, or at least get him unmounted. We can probably get McClaws. Let's see how Sibley can do with the infantry there. We did break one of their commanders. Morel's detachment is whipped, so we whipped out a detachment though. So the evening hours are very deadly. Greg is taking artillery fire from our own guns. Looks like the Union shifts forces on their left to address Barksdale. Not all of Barksdale's units are tired, so that's good. Bushrod Johnson decided to cross the river anyways. I don't think I ordered him to do that. It does look like the Union forces around Perryville are starting to disintegrate a little bit. Parsons decided, I'm tired of waiting for Magruder and Barksdale to get into position. I'm just going to rush across. Welcome, Batman's fun day. Sometimes commanders will just do what they want, even if it's retired. Beauregard does it a lot, I find. I don't know what I did. I must have had Johnston or Longstreet queued up because the entire corps decided to cross. I've noticed that sometimes if you're not careful, I will be clicking on a brigade to issue orders, and then I still might be on a different commander. Although it looks like we are whipping the blue coats. Well, I think Bushrod is getting hammered now. Yeah, Jones is losing a lot of men. The Union assaulting Bushrod Johnson. Charged by a determined foe. Who's the commander of that Union brigade? This is turning into a bloodbath. Although we're definitely giving it better than we're taking it. Oh, the vaunted sharpshooter is getting pushed back. Although they're not using, they're playing against their strengths. Trying to frontal assault the town. I should just turn this over to the AI. Let's send in Polk's brigade. Looks like Ledbetter crossed the river. Well, Ledbetter's getting flanking fire. Yeah, when I saw all those arrows start going across the river, I was like, uh-oh, what did I do? What did I do now? We've got them bottled up, though. Well, warm bed, that might be a... Let's see if Polk's first... Let's see if you can't drive this first brigade out. Be careful what you ask for, Johnson. Ooh, McClaw's got himself overextended. Let's get Sibley to support that flank. Right, Polk is going to try to charge the 1st Brigade out of Perrysville. So I've thrown nuance out of the out the door here in this battle. No more finesse. It's just going to be a... 1st Cavalry is wiped out. It's just going to be a slugfest. We've already scored the major after wiping out 1st Cavalry. That's one way to score a major, I guess. I've had Beauregard engaging the enemy and winning, then suddenly decide to go somewhere else unordered and still under enemy fire. So we've racked up 7,500 casualties. They're going to call Grant a butcher regardless. Johnson's brigade is broken. Try to get him to rally here. Try to get our guns back. McClaws is... I let McClaws take too much flanking fire. Jones just needs to straighten his line out. We still actually haven't even taken Perryville. All right, Perryville is officially taken. Unfortunately, McClaws is broken. Although he looks like he's rallying around Van Dorn. Oh, Van Dorn is demoralized. I mean, if you look at the stats, yeah, I think we could have done better than losing 10% of the force, but yeah, it wasn't pretty. It was. It was almost a disaster. Magruder didn't even get much into the fight at all. Well, Heinzelman's going to try to retake Perryville. What if he's trying to retreat across? I'm going to have Ledbetter try to assault him. Let's see if we can't wipe out. Let's get like half the force. 9,000 casualties against the Union. Heinzelman is broken. The Union forces were green, so they were not very well trained or experienced. Oh, don't let them get away, Sibley. Well, that was kind of crazy. 9,500 inflicted. So we lost a lot of artillery. We got our guns back. We should be able to get the guns back. $9,500 of the 25,000 versus our 3,900, resulting in a major victory. Battle of Kentucky River Bridge. Due to his bad performance, Captain Shoup has fallen in disgrace in the eyes of him. And, well, he was only taking orders to cross the river. Let's see. We captured 6,000 rifles. We actually captured 7 guns. 573 killed. 1,100 killed for the Union. 2,100 prisoners. The one mechanic in the game, or lack of mechanic, is nothing deals with prisoners of war. Is there any policies that... I don't think there's any real policies that deal with prisoners of war. I would think that would be an interesting mechanic. I don't know what, what you could have, like a parole system policy. Yep. Wounded in action. You probably should replace some of these defamed commanders. Johnston remains famous, though. I could have swore I... See, why did it do that? Again, this is this is a beta patch, so there might be a few more glitches in here than normal. All right, finally fixed the sharp shooters. I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'd have to look at the number of guns that you have at the beginning and see what's left. But then some of those guns might actually be captured. Parsons was wounded. James was wounded. So everyone in that artillery reserve. Different results than that Fredericksburg battle. But yeah, that's what looks like the Confederates were, or no, the Union was going for. We need to replace Parsons. Captain Derrick. James needs to be replaced. I don't think there's any... Are there any artillery officers left that are not used? Or, nope, does not look like it. I guess we'll just use a volunteer. Alright, so that fixed the... And someone's unhappy. Many soldiers in this unit are unhappy with their leadership, and many are deserting. Veterans are happier with commanders that have high fame and leadership. Does Longstreet not have enough fame? I doubt it's Longstreet. Claiborne, Zollicoffer, Van Dorn... That's interesting. And I just promoted Derek, so that wasn't that. It could be a brigade commander, I guess. But maybe, do you think it's the sharpshooters? Are they maybe not happy with John Jones? Shoop is defamed, so we probably should replace him. Now Grant is trapped. Yeah, but they'll magically retreat. I don't know. I used a infantry officer. Can't find anyone else. We should set wait to offensive and try to get at the river crossing. So disabled soldiers, that's currently wounded and sick. So I don't see a lot of desertion though listed on Longstreet's corps. Got a perk for A.S. Johnston. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be affecting them too much, though. I don't have a lot of... I haven't seen any units in Longstreet's command that start the battle off, like, panicked. We're going to see if we can cross. So we should try to take Lexington and then... Because now the Union Army's condition is going to worsen as they retreat back. Flying column. Let's do field telegraph. So we can keep up the initiative. Let's see what that did. National morale down to 74. You gotta like capture cities. So with the Union going to recruit a lot of troops now in response, a lot of their armies are going to be green. Let's see. We'll wait for Wolford to get to full readiness, and then we might strike into Indian territory, try to drive this Army of the West out of Indian territory. Bragg's still constructing a fort on the Mississippi. Price is just making sure that these forts are at full strength. We have reinforcements arriving at Chattanooga. Although Stribling is out of supply, so he's going to have to resupply when he gets there. But I think we can flip Kentucky before Christmas. That will be our goal. We'll see how the Union reacts to the loss of the battle in eastern Kentucky. If anything, if there's another offensive action, we might reinforce the Army of the Valley somehow and try to strike and retake Beverly. It would be nice to extend into West Virginia, fortify Charleston and Grafton, and maybe even fortify Parkersburg. That way we would secure West Virginia and the West Virginia troops. Let's see how many volunteers. We still have 68,000 volunteers to draw from. 7,000 from West Virginia. which is still, that's our largest amount. 5,000 from Indian Territory. Things will get very interesting if the Union is able to pick Conscription Act. All right, why don't we move past August 16th? Rebels on the move. Confederate armies invade the north. Oh, are they talking about Kentucky? Well, Grant is moving fast. Although we need to build a depot. Oh, there is a depot here at Harrodsburg. So we're actually going to move Longstreet to Harrodsburg. Oh, his readiness is too low. Oh, because we made commander changes. All right, well, let's move the Southern Cavalry to Harrodsburg. I guess we can probably just build a depot at this crossroads. Although condition is good, provisions are good, he's just losing. His efficiency, his ratio is not very good. Actually, Magruder's drawing from London Depot. We'll actually move Magruder forward. Sioux uprising. Settlers attacked in Minnesota. Little Crow on the warpath. Yeah, maybe we should take Louisville. Yeah, Lexington is actually in our hands now. So why don't we send Stand Wait to Louisville. We'll move Johnston's headquarters up. We also have reinforcements. Yes, so Stribling has arrived at Chattanooga. So that's another 14,000 men that we can move either to help. We can create a new army of Western Kentucky and address to address the Union Army here. That's 47,000 men. So maybe we could send. So we would send Stribling. You'd have Stribling and Beauregard's corps. And maybe we can find some units from the garrisons and create another division or so. There is Johnston here with 8,000 men under Stephen Lee. We can use that force to reinforce the armies in Kentucky to secure Kentucky. Because really that's the main threat now, is this 50,000 men at Paducah. All right, so moving on, August 18th into the 19th. Longstreet's readiness, though, very low. Agriculture 1 policy is selected. More support for union farmers. Any depots we can scrap? Oh wow! I wonder if the look at the Union Depot spending has. I wonder if they've scrapped some of their depots. Yeah, I don't know how that's all going to play out. I mean, Jackson Depot, I don't want to scrap anything that has a lot of supplies. I only really want to scrap them if I feel like we're about to lose one. Maybe we can, one of these, I have 2 at Nashville. Yeah, supply is transferred. But you're behind the lines. So let's see. Look at, we have a depot here at. Part of it is the garrisons will eat up. So like Little Rock Depot, there's barely anything at that depot right now because it's not like near the front line situation, or there's not a lot of men trying to draw supplies from there. But even like this 8,000 men can be supplied by Dallas pretty easily without a depot. And look, good question about the telegraphs. Everyone's drawing from, let's see, Knoxville. And then as long as we have Lexington, so we probably could build one at Harrodsburg. It wouldn't take that long. Just in case if the Union strikes towards Lexington, we would lose that telegraph. So, the Southern Cavalry Reserve are going to try to secure Louisville. So, Magruder will take Lexington, or secure Lexington, and then I think we'll build a fort at Lexington. But I think it's time to start transferring forces to Beauregard. I think we need to create a new army, though. Oh, we can upgrade. That's right. We can upgrade. So we can... Let's detach Beauregard. And then we can upgrade corps to army. So Army of West Kentucky. And then we'll rename this corps the 5th Corps again. Although we probably won't leave Jackson as the corps commander. So we'll probably have Stribling as the attach him to the corps. That's sad about William H.T. Walker getting killed in action. He probably could have been a corps commander. The Beauregard having Wade Hampton maybe can be. We can promote or Hill. Let's actually go with D.H. Hill. Buckner can probably take over the division for Hill. We'll do Henry H. Walker to take over that brigade. Buckner takes over the division. And Hill will take over the corps. Alright, so new Army of Kentucky. Right now, 15,000 strong. I mean, Price is a engineer, but his work has been done here. Or we could use... Got Bragg. Yeah. Yeah, he does feud a lot, doesn't he? I have the feuding mechanic off in this game just because... I think it hurts the AI more than it as we can overcome, I think, the feuding more easily than the AI can. All right, let's transfer Stribling to Beauregard. That's a good question. I think it's random, but also somewhat preset based off of commander personalities. Hey, Rosanna Dana, welcome to the stream. Too many lemons in his diet to What was it called to relieve his? What was the condition they called it back then? What was the name? Fame play. Yeah. So if you have more fame than the general above you, you're more likely to feud. So that gives Beauregard 30,000 men. If we can get some more men over there, we might strip a division off from Johnston to help recruit. We also need to get Stribling over there. We'll send him to Charlotte for now. Yeah, but they called it something else. Jackson called. He said it helped his. He said it helped with his Pepsi. I forget. I can't think of the name right now, but it wasn't scurvy. It was something to do with. They used to call it something else back in the day. I think it's just another name for like stomach cramp type thing. Guess we can try to transfer this these men under Joe Johnston to the west. Yeah, that is true about him. He would have his arm raised up in battle. We have 8,000 men under Joe Johnston that we could transfer to the Army of West Kentucky. Lemons are his vice. That's funny. Do we just want to give Hill another division, maybe? They'll be there. It'll take them 17 days to get there. See where else we can pull troops from. I'd rather focus our attention on Kentucky than West Virginia. If 8th Corps just wants to hold 28,000 men in West Virginia in place, I'd rather let them do that. Palsy. I think it's in, I think Shelby Foote mentions what he calls it. It's not, this is one of those things that the terminology they used back then to diagnose an ailment that they didn't have a term yet for. So Hill, after he's fully reinforced, will have 20,000 men. We can add another brigade from Hawes's army. So they'll give Beauregard 38,000 men, but there's about 50,000 men at Paducah that we need to deal with. Could convert Bragg into a small corps. And try to even those numbers up. Or we can cipher off some more troops from the Atlantic defense. There's 10,000 men now in North Carolina. Actually, why don't we pull another brigade off of Hawes's army? We'll transfer Stevenson. What about Kershaw's garrison? Maybe we can grab some garrison troops. Yeah. Yes, it was no, yeah, the most cleanest, perfectly balanced campaign ever. I forgot. Clicked off the garrison. Now we gotta find the army. Too many commands. The scroll through Army of Western Kentucky is what I'm looking for. There we go. Nope, that was Army of Kentucky. Actually, Johnston's probably going to have to give some of his men to Beauregard. Actually, I think I am going to create another corps with Bragg. Well, it's already a corps, but it'll become the... Oh, what? How many corps are we up to now? We will call it, I think... I know we had the 10th Corps in Texas. Are we up to 11, or do we have the 11th Corps already? Well, we'll name the 11th Corps now. And we'll start transferring troops to the 11th Corps. So we'll take them from, we're going to do a brigade from the Kershaw garrison. And if you go back and rewatch the battle, Rosanna Dana, it was perfectly planned that way. Just so you know. We're looking for the Fort Kershaw garrison. There it is. I could just scroll through the forts and... I don't want to pull too much away from the forts. Yeah, I'm going to try to timestamp the live streams a little bit better. Go back and timestamp them. At least, especially around the battles. I'll make sure there's a timestamp for every battle. All right, we might pull a division off of either Magruder or Longstreet, maybe. Let's do Zollicoffer. So that leaves Johnston with 41,000 men. Bragg's at 17,000. That's not a small corps anymore. That's a little bit more balanced. No attached cavalry, though. The one benefit about attaching cavalry brigade to your infantry divisions is that they'll be right there to give they give a morale boost if in close range to your infantry. Or you should probably attach the 9th Corps or the 11th Corps to the Army of Western Kentucky. Alright, so Beauregard, when fully reinforced, will have 57,000 men to try to drive the Federals out of Paducah and Western Kentucky. Alright, Bragg's finishing that fort. And then we probably we'll try to move headquarters near Paris Landing. That way we can go overland to Paducah. How big of a morale boost? I don't know the specific number, but it shows up on the unit icon as a morale boost. So any little bit of morale boost is always a good thing. All right, well, right now, though, Beauregard has to wait for reinforcements. We cannot go on campaign quite yet. All right, so we can try our hit and raid tactic and see how this works. 96 guns. Home squadron has 46 guns, so maybe got the offensive state. Fleet orders, raid. So as soon as you put raid on, it's going to go straight for the home squadron. Let's see what happens. Now we might lose the battle, but if we can disrupt the blockade as much as possible. 72% British intervention now. So what harbor is this? We're at Charleston. What is Charleston's blockade efficiency? 26%, so it's not even being blockaded very efficiently. All right, there is a naval engagement. So one thing what I don't like is that we can't retreat on our own. We have 95 guns, though. We might actually win this naval battle. Although we lost the ship, we've disabled a couple of theirs. We're going to score a naval victory. Well, that reduced some of the blockading. Build 20 steam frigates and Hulk smash the enemy fleet. The Battle of Charleston has ended with the home squadron retreating. The engagement was a remarkable strategic victory, with the enemy fleet steaming to the safety of their harbors. 1 ship have been sunk and 3 ships captured. The condition of the enemy fleet is believed to be alarming. My fleet has suffered 1 sunk. The condition of my fleet is good. And these are all... Oh, we captured the Pocahontas. Yeah, this is a fleet of all brigs, recommended by Rosanna and Anna. Now I'm going for speed with the brig, so I want everything with a lot of speed. So this, if we can fix this Pocahontas, that'll be nice. Her top speed is 11 knots. I don't know about this, the Crusader. We can send to the river fleet. This schooner, even out. That schooner goes about 10 knots, so those might be good for river fleet duty. Yeah, but the guns. Yeah, but the guns. All right, so nice little naval victory. Let's see, what's this fleet look like? Portland Squadron, 189 guns. Yeah, no. Yeah, maybe I need to build more brigs. Oh, we can try the number to build. Do 10. I can only do, we'll do, let's start with 5. So we'll build 5 more brig ships. So if those 5 brigs plus the Pocahontas in this Port Royal squadron that do hit and raid tactics on the Union blockade. The thing that worries me is this 189 gun fleet off the coast of Jacksonville. We should probably change stance again and orders. Yeah, you can build ironclads. Ironclads. Oh, first corps on the move. It looks like they're not going to wait around for us to attack them. Why don't we get... Oh, there's another corps right there. Oh, we should have... That would have... Probably should have had a fort here at Johnsonville Ferry. Could have had Price doing that the whole time. A reverse Anaconda plan. But they have split up their corps, though. So we might be able to get them one at a time. Or they... Oh, good. They engaged Fort Poe. Oh, we have a decent garrison there, too. They have 20... Sherman. Union's not building that many guns like they were. It seemed like the Union was building a lot of artillery in some of the early patches. I'm going to send Price to... I'm going to build a fort here at Clarksville. All right, 6th Corps with about 14,000 men right now. So with the Union Corps stuck on the fort, though, we should have... It'll give us time to get 6th Corps and the 5th Corps right on top of them. Although it looks like they want to reinforce from the river. Confederacy extends contracts to 3 years. Now, I am restraining myself. Our manpower is even, but we have tons of reserves now. National morale, 72. Oh, did we capture Louisville? No, and we haven't even captured Louisville yet. All right, Magruder's going to fortify Lexington. What's the firepower of ironclads? We can take a look. Ironclad frigates, 31. A steam frigate has 50. That's the one Batman that you said you like to build, right? The steam frigates. Well, regular frigate. Regular frigate has 58 guns. Ironclad frigate, 31 guns. You get better ironclad with Industry 4. We need to pick another policy. Did we say we were going to do the Mexico policy? So Mexico policy, the European intervention. What was the trade-off here? Oh, minus 50%. We have plenty of manpower, so I think we'll be okay if we research Mexico. Army stances are offensive. That's good. Build a fort here. At least to guard our flank a little bit. And that really guards the Cumberland River pretty well. Although I need to work towards getting a fort here. Mr. Bragg is finishing that fort. We'll move him over to Johnsonville Ferry to secure that ferry. Actually, it's in Union hands right now. Yeah, intervention is at 73%. They're not further south, are they? No, we still have Pittsburgh Landing. Is there any other Union movements? Oh, are they conceding Western Missouri? We need to get the Army of Texas moving. We're ready. We're ready to strike at Washita, and we got names for me to screw up. Tishomingo. We'll probably have to stop and build a depot there. And probably a... Oh, do we need to build a... Actually, we should build a telegraph here in Dallas. Do we have an engineering unit over here? No, I don't. I moved them eastward. Price, that's where Price is in Kentucky. We can move Little's engineers over to the west. So I think he's done building that fort at Stanton. We need to garrison Fort Kemper. Finding the forts sometimes is a pain. I should be able to bring up the army management screen just by double-clicking Fort Kemper. It's usually the next one over. There it is. We'll ship off the defamed Shoop to garrison duties. Whitworth rifle. So, do we really want them garrisons to have those better weapons? Speaking of which, we have lots of good weapons. Our industry is now 10.2 in weapons industry. And then speaking of weapons, why don't we make sure our guys have only the best weapons. And those Sharps rifles are pretty good. We got the Henry rifles. Johnston's brigade. Mississippi rifle. Let's see if we actually upgrade these weapons. They upgrade to the Whitworths. Oh, I'm sure you could. Von Bork's Germans, we don't want to change their weapons. Plains rifle, 400 yards, 2.5. Model 1817 rifle. Let's look at our artillery. Reduce the volunteers you can get from Texas. That's the Mexico policy. Yeah, because we're using Texas men to help the French in Mexico. What other guns do we have access to? Yeah, the Union definitely changed their... I wonder if they got rid of some of their depots. I could have swore their depot expenditures was much higher. Although they are spending more, though. They're still the war's still costing them slightly more than us. Wealth is mediocre, so that's not too bad. Let's look at state support. So state support's still very high, which tells me the economy overall is pretty good. Yeah, the British don't seem to mind right now with the... We definitely helped. We reduced the blockade a little bit. There's less. There was 13, I think. What is this fleet here? Let's see how strong this fleet is. "16 guns, the home squadron. So I think we can raid that home squadron and win a victory there. Maybe we could report at Charleston, and maybe, let's see, this flying flotilla, 135 guns, so I don't think we're ready to deal with them. Ooh, the Atlantic blockading squadron has 324 guns and 11 ships. But we've opened up South Carolina pretty well. I feel like supplies are pretty good. Trade along the Potomac is good. So we got front lines. So we've taken about half of Kentucky. If we can secure Western Kentucky, then we can secure the Ohio. And then we can get, hopefully we can flip Kentucky before winter. But now we have the Western Kentucky campaign starting. Oh, they're about to take the fort. We need to get to them before their reinforcements arrive. The other problem is we're not full. Our corps aren't full strength out in Western Kentucky yet. Oh, they're coming down the river quickly. All right, let's try to halt. Let's cross back over at. See if we can halt before engaging. Alright, so Fort Poe will probably fall, although fort condition is at 100 still. I'd like to cross back over at Clarksville Bridge. And come and then get overland. So we need Bragg over here now. Here's one. Actually, you know what we might need to do? I want to see. So right now his order delay is 8 hours and 42. But he's out of range of Beauregard. If we actually detach Bragg for a moment here. Did I click on the wrong person? Oh no, he's detached. Okay, order delay is now 1 hour and 15 minutes. So that's a huge order delay reduction. I want to get all 3 corps involved in this. Oh, disaster at Charleston. So it looks like we lost that battle, but only 1 ship lost. Battle of Charleston ended with Port Royal Squadron retreating. The engagement was desperate, with us being thoroughly outgunned and maneuvered. I wish I would have actually seen that just to see how strong that squadron was. Fort Poe surrenders. All right, let's take a look at the home squadron really quick. All right, they're going back to Port Royal. Only 6 ships left, so we probably should have waited until they were full strength. All right, Army of Texas is moving towards Indian Territory. All right, Beauregard has 57,000 men. Confederate defenses fall. Union captures forts. We do need to get Beauregard across the river with 5th Corps. I don't know if we should order them defensive for now. All right, so let's see what we got. They've decided to fortify around Fort Poe. 27,000. Okay, so about 50,000 men. We just need to get Bragg, which did not. I canceled the orders thinking that he was not going. He was going to wait 8 hours, but now it's only going to be an hour. But he's got to use that rail line once he gets there. All right, so Bragg is at destination. Let's cross the river. Oh, they're attacking. I thought they were retreating into Missouri, but they're going to attack. They're actually drawing supplies from Sherman, Texas. All right, Bragg. Oh, we actually, you know what we have to do? We have to reattach Bragg. Yeah, they're attacking in Missouri. Looks like they're about to attack. There might be a battle in Missouri before this battle in Kentucky. Let's see. So right now, Beauregard has... Alright. Hill still only has 15,000 of his men. We have 4 more days. I don't want him as the division commander. We can do John Brown. About 50,000. We would have, if with everyone recruited and arrived, we would have the advantage. Right now, they probably have a slight advantage because we're waiting for reinforcements to arrive. They're reported to have, I think, 47,000 men. Army of Kentucky. There's another accidental click there. All right, so Bragg's across. Hill at destination. Fort Hart Ramp is besieged. That's the one in Missouri. I thought we renamed that Fort Branson. $70 guns. Oh, this would be a nice... This looks like a nice even fight. Almost. William Bull Nelson. Wasn't Nelson the... Wasn't he the one murdered? Wasn't he murdered? Wednesday's the day for what? For the Russian invasion now? Wednesday? All right, let's we'll do this battle here in Missouri first. Hopefully, we don't get any special orders. I call BS on the invasion. It's a wag the dog scenario. FA, what's the feeling in Europe on the about the situation? We're on the defensive. Do we have all the objectives? Yeah, Moses Ford Hill. Oh, we could fortify this hill right here. Although we have to make sure they don't take Rutledge. They would tire themselves up on Rutledge Hills. All right, commander report. Major General Nelson. Hancock, Keyes, Plummer, and Vale are his division commanders. Hatch, French, Benton, Blake. Negley, Howard, Siegel, and Heckman. European news are on and off about the threat. More news about ministers of foreign affairs and chancellors doing talking. Hancock's got 57 leadership, 46 initiative. Keyes has a better overall ranking just because of the fame. McClernand, fame of only 10. Hamilton with a leadership of 52. This, I think this is the first combat for both these armies. No, his army has fought a battle. I don't think we fought it. I think it was a simulated fort siege battle. Condition reports. Union is confident. Confederacy is determined. Men condition 100. It feels like a war would be a big mistake for our administration. It would be extremely unpopular. It feels like an alliance between the neocons and neolibs, which I think the center is, and some of the radicals would actually be united against. All right, let's take a look at our... So pretty even fight. We got no... I don't think there's any reinforcements. What are the weapons like? I haven't looked at McCulloch's army in a while. Ah, Pillow. So Pillow's the chief of armies, but he commands a division in the field. Oh, these are all small divisions. Oh, you got the ball knobbers. That's right. Oh, yeah, these guys are experienced men. Who are these? Clark's division. Yeah, regular training, good training. I think his troops are green. Yeah, so here's the morale because of... so Pillow's division's right next to Rain's cavalry division. And the infantry are getting a boost of friendly cavalry is close. The unit is confident due to the nearby friendly cavalry units. We have 15 entrenching points. If they're coming, they might be coming from the north. I mean, I would like to use our cavalry to support our infantry, but I might have to guard the bridge here. They might be coming from the north or the northeast. Maybe we should do something more like this. And then I can shift forces to wherever is most threatened. So we'll hold our cavalry in reserve. I think I would like to fortify the front and the crossing, maybe. So they'd have to cross through this. That'd be a tough river crossing. Got the Kirby Smith battery. Has a good field of fire. I think we might entrench. Might throw some breastworks up here. Or not. All right, I think this is good. That's not a bad idea. We could have had a forward position, but I think we'll hang back. Because I can move up. I can move up some guns too. If they decide to cross at Woolcut, we can move up our artillery. You've got Upton also covering that ground. Maybe we can move them forward. Could probably scout with Cheatham. Yeah, you lose all the points. I've deleted an entire entrenchment. Like a real nice planned out entrenchment. Like you're talking like 50 points in a late campaign battle, and it's all somehow I deleted it all. Or if you screw it up, like at least you should gain back the entrenchment points. Looks like we'll probably go to the second day before an actual battle, September 3rd. Although there's a little bit later day action in the summer. It is 53 to, wow, it's kind of a chilly September 3rd. They're probably coming from the northeast. Yep, there they are. We probably could have made the line here. So I'm gonna try to condense our line down a little bit more. They brought some cannons to this battle. I don't need to loan them anything. Probably move up. I can probably move up Hardy's guns. Well, it looks like they want to assault across the bridge or the ford. Looks like they might be waiting for nightfall, but I've seen the Union make an attack like right at dark. Yep, they're starting to move out now. Who are they targeting with their artillery? So why don't we move Frost's cavalry right behind the infantry line and see if they'll be able to actually give a morale boost to the foot soldiers. So Samuel Maxey's skirmishers start opening up on that first cavalry. So the skirmishers have some nice cover in the woods there. End of day, though. Geber's guns to the right. We could. I was trying to get a little bit of flanking fire if they decide to try to extend their right flank. So that's my thought process on those guns. But we could easily, yeah, we could easily do that. But I think if they do want to attack across the ford here, I think we're sufficient in hitting them pretty hard. They'll pay the price. My guess what he'll do is try to use these brigades here to extend his right flank. I can probably pull up Upton too. I wouldn't mind if they let them cross here and then try to get them to come in this firebox. If they do try to attack my left, I can pull like reins over. Oh, mixed cavalry weapons. Cheatham, we gotta get you better weapons. It doesn't look like they want to do much of anything right now. They're advancing their artillery. Oh, where did our skirmishers go from Burbridge? Well, they're going to try to weaken us with artillery fire. Who are they firing on? Just the skirmishers? Oh, Pillow's way back here. I was wondering why McBride was cut off. Let's go, Nelson. The ball is in your court. It's your initiative. They actually have a few guns. How many? I thought we were more even in gun power. They have 85 guns. I think we have about the same amount. Oh, we only have 68, so we're actually outgunned. The talking about here, like here. We can move Hardy up. They move their horse battery across the river. Who's taking Burbridge losing men? Is it from artillery fire? Oh, he... Okay. His skirmishers got destroyed. They got caught outside the redeployment range. They weren't showing up on... I didn't see them on the map before. I was looking for them. And now they paid the price. In front of your Cheatham is where... Okay, right here. Gotcha. We can maybe put Upton there. Or like right here. Yeah, his approach is not good. Ooh. We need to hit that flank. He's giving us his flank. Can they not see my men there? Yeah, that first cavalry's got to be getting beat up. Our skirmish line might get flanked. Yeah, we're wreaking some havoc on that first cavalry brigade. Now keep in mind though, this is tough terrain for us to melee in these little stream ravines. It looks like we could probably move Pierce up, although he might come under artillery fire. So they've lost 300 men, that first cavalry. So they're gonna try. They want to try to attack through these woods now. It looks like. So Maxie's skirmishers are coming on under heavy fire. Why don't we try to pull them back in? They are kind of using that cover to their advantage. We've inflicted 600 on their army. See if we can actually move forward with McBride. We could try to grab those guns. I'd like to see if they can't come in a little bit further. trying to, if we can get this 1st Cavalry Brigade to break, which they are starting to waver now. How's this 1st Infantry Brigade? 113 casualties. So their artillery across the river is kind of protecting their left flank. We could try to get extend our left with Macintosh. Let's try to do that. It doesn't look like Upton has a field of fire. Nope. Let's see if we can counter that battery that they have. I'm actually starting to accumulate some losses. Ooh, Hardy was killed in action. No! Damn you! Can you get guns to rake their right flank? They become, pin them down in the rivers. They become like amazing swimmers when you do that. We've got Upton trying to rake them from on their right flank. Yeah, we can probably pull in. We can try to get Rains to replace Maxey. We'll use Cheatham to extend our line, but they're all bottled up here now. Well, they're firing their artillery on the skirmishers, which is actually, that's good. We want that. We're trying to outflank them with Macintosh. Oh, they had artillery battery. I think I still see the muzzle flashes over here. We just lost visual contact. But if anything, Burbridge could just take these guns right now. But I think there's still a battery right here, so we have to be careful. Burbridge will probably come under fire of those guns. All right, so Jones's guns are idle. But we can use him for counter battery fire. We'll let Maxi get up to like 3 loss resistance before we rotate him out. All right, the artillery focused their attention on Macintosh. They have a lot of guns right here. They like to bring up that close support. Can we do counter battery fire? Up, I can't seem to get a visual. Let's move up Upton's gun. See, the problem with this is the game will treat this terrain as advantageous to artillery defending against a melee assault. I'm tempted to go in with McCulloch and just take those guns by force, although we've already delivered 2,000 casualties to them. Should probably move. We could probably move Pierce. No, Pierce is getting artillery fire. Lots of fighting in this woods here. It's the Hornet's Nest. We've got them in a nice, like, kill zone. And some of those gunners are running away. Upton's still not firing. Hardy's firing. Or whoever replaced Hardy. Pierce is not coming under artillery fire anymore. Lie down and counter battery if you gets hot. Yeah, I wonder if we just lay down the skirmishers. That's my concern. You mean these guns right here? They built. Oh, they had entrenchments. We'll just get in and around. We'll order cheat them all the way around. Burbridge took some guns. Actually, Burbridge can take these guns. So the bald knobber's going after the guns. It's feeling like the blue coats are wavering all across the line. We can just move forward with Rains. We'll just leapfrog him over Maxie. Burbage about to take those guns. They're trying to retreat. Let's see. So we're 3,700 casualties at 18%. We need 24%. That's the lowest I've ever seen for a major. Our enemy is retreating. So we'll pin that unit down with some fire. McBride will try to wipe that brigade out if possible. They do still have some brigades that are not broken yet, so we need to be careful. I'm trying to attack the retreating Howard there. He's in good order, so he's gonna... We'll unmount and try to just get him from two sides. Alright, so that second brigade's wavering. $4,200 casualties. Should probably call on Frost maybe to run down the broken units. They're running away faster than I can catch them. There's some guns right here. Oh, we got the major. See if we can wipe out a brigade. Let's mount up. Mount up with the cavalry. Go to assault column. 2nd Brigade is wiped out. So 8,000 casualties now. Kirby, yeah, Kirby Smith has done well. Yeah, that was sad. Hardy killed in action, though. All right, nice. That was a little bit better to plan. Same results, though. Due to his battle honors, Major General McCulloch has become famous and is inspiration for his men. Missouri flips. Not really. McCulloch's going to take command of all forces west of the Mississippi. Yes, very nice. Rename the fort after Hardy. Glorious victory at Fort Hartrant. Although we renamed it Fort Branson, but it's not translating to the paper or battle reports. We did capture 5,400 guns and 35 guns, so not too bad. More than a third of what they brought. National morale is down to 69. Ours is 99. Total casualties 71,000 versus our 28,000. European relations 75. Morale of armies 88 to 78. Missouri is almost impossible. Yeah, I don't think I've actually flipped. I flipped Kentucky. In a very early patch, I flipped Maryland. Didn't realize I flipped Maryland, and they flipped right back. All right, let's rename the fort. Yeah, Pillow is like... Yes, and he holds a division command on the field. I don't ask me, because Joe Johnston got defamed. I don't understand why, like, A.S. Johnston or Lee is not gone to Chief of Army. What I should do, maybe... Should I promote Johnston? We can promote him to general. See if that will override Pillow. I'm sorry, Rosanna Dana. Yes, that is always assumed. So we don't even mention it anymore. We don't. It would just get redundant. Yeah, I think that's why. But the mechanics, the support mechanics were different even in that patch. All right, we're going to rename the fort, and then I'm going to have to call it a day on the streaming until later tonight. We'll do Crusader Kings. I'm almost done with the next video for the older Confederate campaign, which is it is so close to victory. It's not even funny. And then I'll probably work on some Union campaign stuff, because I have not really done a whole lot with that. There's Fort Branson. Fort Hardy. Aptly named. We're going to have to replace Hardy too. It does have some uses. It's supposed to affect other general stats as well. Oh, they got rid of the... Oh, because they're still in... Never mind. I thought they got rid of the army box down here, but he's stuck in, he's still considered in battle. Next stream, yes, Friday, 10:45. We're gonna do Friday, so I will schedule that on the channel. Very good question. Ah, Hardy. Who are we gonna replace Hardy? Don't think there's anyone to replace him. I'm going to do Lucius E. Polk. I don't think there's any more artillery commanders. Friday. Yes, thank you, everyone. Anyone new to... I didn't see a lot of new faces at all today. That's okay. If you are new and lurking, please hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified, hopefully, of the next stream. Check out the channel, hit that like button, leave a comment, introduce yourself. I can't find... All right, now why isn't there a commander now? Let's try this again. During, like during the day, yeah. Like after deployment. Where's that Lucius Polk character? There we go. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks again for stopping in on the stream. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate Howard Clegg. How's it going? I do appreciate your guys' time and watching these streams. It keeps me motivated and going. So I will see you Friday. Take care.